Otherwise, we'll just end up talking and then we won't get anything done. I just want to give a big shout out to all of our new recent subscribers. We were literally freaking out this past week. So I just want to give a big shout out to you guys. Thank you for subscribing. We are back with another episode, main episode. And yeah, we're gonna do our recaps, stupid statistics, not much about soccer again because preseason. Not much games, except for friendlies, and honestly, who cares about friendlies? Because, like, the best players aren't even playing to begin with. So, yeah, but then we have racing, so we have IndyCar, and we also have NASCAR, and then radar points, and that will be it. That'll be our episode. So, yeah.
Good to know. Alright, now to stupid statistics. So, the Charlotte Hornets star LaMelo Ball got a new tattoo on his... Did I say that wrong?
Nope.
Okay, cool. On his feet? Why?
He's calling them the Cheetos.
Please tell me this is a joke.
No.
It's not?
No.
Why?
Because it's LaMelo Ball. He's a walking red flag within itself. So that's actually pretty tame for him. But still, it's weird.
That's weird. It's weird. You know, the foot fetish people are gonna love that.
Yeah.
Anyways, so apparently the USWNT star Carli Lloyd?
Carli.
Oh. There's no A. What am I saying? Carli Lloyd has gotten some contract offers from the NFL teams about kicking for them after she hit a 55-yarder at the Eagles training camp.
Yeah, I mean... But she wasn't wearing pads or anything, so, like... Who knows? But, like, if it was me, she doesn't need more money. She already won the World Cup. Like,
yeah,
who cares?
I think she should just chill for the rest of her life. Anyways, and then the Cowboys and TE Jake Ferguson agreed to a 4-year, $52 million extension.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he had a good season last year, but I mean, they have Dak Prescott still, and let's be real, Dak just sucks. So they should put his contract money to someone else, but they're not going to do that. No. And poor Jake, he's literally one of the best tight ends in the league, and he's on the Cowboys. And it's just going to be a regression. And you know, I saw a video of their first day of preseason, and they had they were pretending to lasso and be actual cowboys and stuff, and I was like, this is how you're kicking off your preseason? Like, what are you doing?
What are you doing? But it's the Cowboys, what do you expect? And then the NFC East has 14 Super Bowl wins, the only division where all 4 teams have won a Super Bowl. The AFC South only has 2 Super Bowl wins, both of which are by the same team, the Colts.
Yeah, the AFC South isn't good.
No. But, you know, you go with those 2 wins. You celebrate those. And then the Minnesota Vikings are the team with the most players arrested since 2000. Got 57 players. The Texans have the least amount of players with 17, which is kind of funny because it's the Texans, but...
Right?
But, you know, the Minnesota Vikings, that tracks. It does kind of track.
I thought it would, be, you know, the Lions or something like that, because, you know, Detroit.
Oh, that's true, too. I could see both sides.
Or the Browns, because they're the Browns.
Yeah, at this point, we need to consider the Chiefs.
True.
But anyways, now to soccer. But there isn't soccer.
No, we are still on summer break. Preseason has started for some teams, probably most of them by now. You got your teams doing the Asian tours, the US tours, although I haven't really seen that advertised this summer, so weird. But I know AC Milan and Liverpool just played. I don't know the score of the game. Actually, I think AC Milan won, actually. But don't quote me on that. I really don't care. So yeah. But I'm still waiting for Bayern to sign a player because we still haven't signed a new player, guys. There's been rumors about us with Rafael Leao. There's been rumors of us with Luis Diaz. Yeah. And a bunch of other people. And we haven't signed anyone like Xavi Simons. That would be such a good signing for us. He could take over for Jamal while Jamal's injured. But no, we haven't done anything still. And it's stressing me out because the players that we have should not be playing because they are washed, most of them.
Anyways, no, racing. My bad. Before I skip. So racing, our F1 videos come out on Wednesday, so keep a lookout for that. It will be our Spa recap and our Hungary preview. Hungary preview. So keep a lookout for that. Now to IndyCar.
Wow, I really did not. Okay, we don't need that here. Okay, so we were at Laguna Seca, which is in California. It was like a hometown race for Nolan Siegel, apparently, so hats off to that for him. Again, tire management and pit sequences played a huge role in this race. There were a couple cautions along the way, but nothing too big, nothing too scary compared to the past couple of weeks. We had 2 lead changes. One was between Alex Palou, who started on pole, and the hometown hero Nolan Siegel. This was the first time, I don't know if I have this anywhere else, but I'm just rolling with it. But this was the first time that he led any laps in his IndyCar career, so pretty special for him to do that at his home race. But we had retirements from last week's podium finisher Kiffin Simpson, along with Jacob Abel and Marcus Ericsson. But to the actual race, I'm not going to go in depth about every single lap because that would just take way too long. So here's some little important clumps from the race. So laps 1 through 10. The first lap, Colton Herta got a jump on Pato O'Ward on the inside line. Pato, I don't even know. I watched the start, and let me just tell you, Pato's start really made me upset because I was expecting him to have a better start than what he did, and he gave up the inside line really, really early, and I was like, are you kidding me? Pato, what you doing here? But not great because then in turn 6, we got an early caution because Simpson and Rosenquist made contact and Simpson crashed, like I just said. So that was pretty early person to be out of the race. And then lap 6, we got our restart. Lap 9, we had Christian Rasmussen overtaking David Malukas for P7 in turn 2. And then laps 11 through 25. So lap 11, Jacob Abel actually crashed, ironically, in turn 2 again. Then lap 14, Christian Lundgaard got up to P6. He did some early pit stops that kind of helped him throughout his day today. And then the next pit window was between laps 21 and 24, and Pato attempted the undercut on Colton Herta to get P2 back, but unfortunately his efforts didn't really work out there. But then, lap 25, Rinus VeeKay got spun off by Kyle Kirkwood. This resulted in Kyle getting a stop-and-go penalty, which he then had to serve a couple laps later, I believe, is when that happened. But as a result of this, lap 26 through 37, so lap 26, Alex Palou pitted from the lead. This gave Nolan Siegel the lead after staying out rather than pitting under the safety car. Nolan was on a different strategy overall. I think actually all three Aero McLaren drivers were on different strategies today, which is kind of weird because you don't typically see that. But yeah, all three of them were on different strategies, I'm pretty sure. So Nolan got some laps led. And then, yeah. Nice. But then lap 37, Alex Palou came back and retook the lead in turn 2, ironically. But yeah, it was kind of unfortunate because I don't want to say that Nolan did a bad job, but there were just some spots where he needed to be a little bit more tidy than what he was driving. Yeah. And then laps 38 through 73, we got Christian Lundgaard on the move. Lap 39, he actually overtook Scott Dixon for P3, so he made up 3 places since the last time we got to him in lap 14. And then lap 73, he actually passed Colton for P2, but the thing was that Colton, since he was on a different strategy than Christian was, Colton pitted, and then when he came out, Christian was so far ahead of him, it wasn't even close. So the undercut worked for Christian today, but not Pato. And then laps 74 through 95. Lap 74, Marcus Ericsson stalled near the corkscrew turn. So that was unfortunate. That led to a caution. And then lap 84, Ferrucci actually spun into the gravel again. So that led to another caution. And then lap 87, we got a restart. And Alex Palou flew away to win the race. So our top 5 was Scott Dixon in 5th, Pato in 4th, Colton in 3rd, Christian in 2nd, and Alex winning. This was his 8th race that he won this season. So, yeah. But the driver standings, so first we have Alex Palou. No shock there, 590 points, 8 wins, as I just said. Second, Pato with 469 points, 2 wins. Third, we got a mover here. We got Scott Dixon up into 3rd with 392 points and 1 race win. He jumps Kyle Kirkwood, who falls down to 4th with 377 points and 3 race wins. And then 5th, we have our 2nd place finisher today, Christian Lundgaard, with 357 points. 6th place, we have Felix Rosenqvist with 315. 7th, we got Colton Herta jumping up into the 7th spot, actually, with 313 points. He jumps Marcus Armstrong with 307 points. And then we have Will Power still in 9th with 289 points. And 10th place is David Malukas with 276 points. So there's 3 late... oh my... Okay, so there's 3 races left. And Alex Palou has a 121 point lead over Pato O'Ward. So we will see if Pato can come back within the next 3 races. I really hope he can, but
we'll see.
We'll see.
Anyways, now to NASCAR. I had to put my glasses on because I couldn't read. Anyways, they're gonna have to deal with whatever this glare is. The stage 1 winner was Chase Briscoe. Stage 2 winner was Ryan Blaney. I always say his name wrong. And then our top 5 was Brad, Ryan Priest, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, and Bubba Wallace. Don't make me say that. Don't make me say Brad's last name. I'm gonna screw it up.
It's Keselowski.
Thank you. There were 2 overtime restarts due to rain hitting the track with 4 laps to go. Erased Wallace's 5-second lead. We had a 5-car crash on the back straight lead into another overtime. The concerns about fuel for certain drivers, but Wallace held on and beat Larson by 0.222 seconds. And then William Byron was running third, but ran out of fuel the last lap and finished 16, which sucks. Subway hours. But now to the driver standings.
You don't have to run through this all, because the only change is that William Byron got 1 more point. So instead of having 685 points, it's 686 points.
Take the point. Take that point. Okay. The top 16 drivers head into playoffs. If you want to know that, look it up. Super easy. Google it. So now to our radar point. You guys know our last week's one. Mine was the Spa Grand Prix, and then I'm gonna say the IndyCar name so wrong, even though you said it beforehand. So I'll let you say it.
The Laguna Seca race.
That was M's, and you already heard about it. So let's go on to next week's predictions. Not predictions. Next week's races of the week. Sorry, we just filmed F1 last week. That's still on my mind. Anyways, mine is the Hungarian Grand Prix. If you guys didn't know that already, you must be new. Now to M's.
Mine is the NASCAR race this week. It is the Iowa Corn 350. It's in Iowa, in case you can't tell. But there's no IndyCar. Again, no soccer yet. But NFL preseason is starting soon, and we get preseason games this month. So yeah, this was the last Sunday without NFL football, I believe, because I think that there's some next week.
My subject.
Right.
You get to see me do NFL stuff. The OG. Anyways, if you would like to see that, I can't wait to see that, please subscribe. And if you would like to be notified, please turn on your post notifications so you don't miss any videos. And if you'd like to see more of our videos, please like our videos because it means a lot. And if you would like to see any of our social media pages, just check out our links in the description below. We have too many to count. But go check out our Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, the whole shebang. And yeah, and let us know in the comments any of the races you're going to watch, any of the games you're excited for, or this upcoming seasons and what you're excited to expect. And yeah, I hope you liked the video.
And I just want to give a big shout out to all of our new recent subscribers. We were literally freaking out this past week. We're like, wait, why are we getting so many subscribers? Like, what's going on? So I just want to give a big shout out to you guys. Thank you for subscribing. It really does mean a lot to us. And can't wait to keep growing because we have some fun things planned for when we hit certain milestones, and you guys need to be a part of it, and you will want to be a part of it. So please subscribe.
Please.